From my window on the second floor, I could perfectly see the rebels throwing burning trash onto my doorstep. "Mother, what do they want? Why are they doing this?" I asked. "They don't understand what they want, and what they think they would want would lead to anarchy," my mother, President Anna Marks of the United States, replied. The crowd chanted, "Down with Marx, and we are hungry." But why were they hungry? 20 years ago, in 2036, my mother introduced a system to solve the food crisis. Every citizen was implanted with a chip to monitor their vitals, and meals were assigned based on their health needs. One protester yelled, "This does not feed us. It feeds you. It only feeds who she wants it to." Mom, is that true? Take them out. Soldiers stormed the yard, grabbing protesters. "Mother, this is wrong. They're hungry. Tell them to stop." "I owe them nothing. They want to overthrow us. We can't sit by and let this happen." I knew I had to act. I stormed out of the White House, slamming the door behind me. I helped one protester escape, and we ran with a group of rebels to the other side of a fence. I'm Maggie. 3 years ago, my mother died after being assigned a dish with peanuts for dinner. So, I started the resistance. Are you coming? I didn't hesitate. The autobus sped away from the White House. "What's the head count? Who are we missing?" I asked. "We're missing 13, Jane, my best friend, replied. "I saw maybe 10 get cuffed." I sighed. 13 rebels lost. That's 26 hands used for farming and cooking. I set the autobus to fast mode. We can't wait. Plus, we have a guest now, someone who may really be able to make a difference. The autobus jolted as we left the White House. Maggie sat in the front. "So," she asked, "what's it like growing up in the lap of luxury while the rest of us scrape by?" "I didn't know things were this bad," I admitted. "My mom always said her system worked. She never mentioned that people like me would rather eat weeds than trust what comes off your assembly lines." Maggie cut in. Jane, sitting beside her, leaned forward. "It's not just about hunger. It's about control. These chips, these tailored meals, they monitor us, track us. And if you're on their bad side, well," she trailed off. "That's why we fight," Maggie finished for her. The autobus slowed in front of a barn. "This is it?" Brady asked. "This is the entrance," I replied. Inside, rows of hydroponic towers stretched toward the ceiling, their LED lights casting a glow over leafy greens and root vegetables. Further in, massive kitchens bustled with activity, rebels chopping, cooking, and packaging meals to distribute among the resistance. Suddenly, the lights flickered. "Power surge," I muttered. "What's causing it?" I asked. "The government," Maggie replied. "They know about us, but they don't have proof, so they sabotage us. They can't outright shut us down without admitting we exist, but they make it harder and harder for us to operate. If my mom's program is broken, why not fix it? Your mother doesn't want to fix it. She wants control. If we don't fight back, nothing changes." The next day, we gathered to strategize. Brady stood awkwardly in the corner. "We need to protest," I said. "If we stay hidden, they'll drain us dry. We need to make them see us." Brady stepped forward. "I can help." "How?" Jane asked. "Airtime. I know reporters who care about the truth. We can get the message out." I studied him. "All right," I said. "Let's try it." A week later, thousands of rebels flooded the streets. The president's soldiers lined up, guns drawn, and drones hovered above, live broadcasting the scene to hundreds of channels globally. A voice boomed from the loudspeakers. "This is President Marks. Disperse immediately and release my son." Brady stepped forward. "I'm here because I believe in what they're fighting for. Your system is broken. If you care about the people, you'll listen to them." For a moment, his mother looked shaken, but then her face hardened. "You're making a mistake," she said. "No," he replied. "You are." It wasn't easy, and there were losses along the way, but for the first time, I believed change was possible. Maggie stood beside me, and we faced the uncertain road ahead. Together, we would fight for a better future.